Sambho Mahadeva. Namaskaram. I am Mohan Raj from Swami Omkar Foundation, Singapore. First and foremost, on behalf of Swami Omkar Foundation, Singapore, I would like to congratulate all our fellow disciples, family and friends who took part in Swami Omkar Foundation International Yoga Day 2020 celebration today, and with Swamiji's blessings we successfully completed doing the 108 Surya Namaskarams. I would also like to take this golden opportunity to thank the Almighty Divine Grace and our Swamiji for giving me this opportunity to express the little I know about fasting and yogic diet. First, I'll cover fasting. As for fasting, there are various types of fasting. Going without consuming any food, alternate day fast, 12-hour or half-day fast, specific day fast like Thursdays for Gurus, Mondays for Lord Shiva, Shashti for Murugan, Fridays for Amman, and Saturdays for Perumal. Chandrahamsa fasting and upholding Ahimsa are also considered a type of fasting, but these are lifelong practices. So naturally, one wants to know what is the best method of fasting and why must fast. The purpose of our ancestors adopting fasting is not only to cleanse the body of toxins and let the body rest, but to uplift each and every one spiritually to a higher level of living as per our Veda Shastrams. The fasting method was not just focused on not consuming food during the fasting period, but choosing the right specific dates or called tidis in line with our astrology. Our Vedas say the rising phase of the moon has a strong influence on our body and mind. And there is special mention to do Ekadasi fasting in our Vedas, which is observed on every 11th lunar day of the month. Lord Krishna has said he is Ekadasi in Bhagavad Gita. I like to focus my speech on what is Ekadasi fasting. The fasting method taught to us, most emphasized and encouraged by our Swamiji. Ekadasi Tithi comes every 15 days in two cycles. One is the receding moon and the other one is the rising moon cycle. Fasting during both cycles is good for your body and health. And the usual practice of 1 day fast, that is on Ekadasi itself, not consuming any food on Ekadasi day itself, is not proper as it upsets the body system and mind. The actual Ekadasi fasting starts 3 days before the Ekadasi day itself, and 3 days after Ekadasi, a total of 7 days. The process of the 7 day is, the first day, Ashtami, you take simple soft meal porridge and less spicy food. And the second day, Navami, you take non-cooked food vegetables, example carrots, green vegetables and fruits. The third day, you will be taking only fruit juices. The fourth day is the most important day, the Ekadasi day, and is considered a full water day. Preferably you go to the temple, and after your prayers you take the temple Tirtham as the start of the Ekadasi water day. Fifth day, sixth and seventh is actually the reverse of what you did the first, second, third day. So fifth day will be Dwadasi, you go back to fruit juices only, and sixth day, Triyodasi, non-cooked food, vegetables, fruits. And the seventh day, Chadurdasi, back to your simple soft meal, porridge and less spicy food. Try taking Ekadasi fasting and you will see the benefits for yourself, and then you can decide for your own self. I can read your mind saying, yeah, all this is very good in theory, but what is there in real for me by doing Ekadasi fasting? On my part, I started doing one cycle, which is the rising moon cycle, and lately for the last 5 months I've been doing both cycles of the Ekadasi fast. Yes, the 7 days Ekadasi fast is process sounds very tough and for any beginner, and I humbly request you to seek Swamiji's blessings and start doing the Ekadasi fasting. What are your gains by doing Ekadasi fasting? End of fasting period, physically you will lose about 3 to 4 kgs. I reported this to Swamiji, and Swamiji in his usual way of encouragement told me that having lost 3 kgs of waste detoxification and actually gained 3 kgs of spiritual health, a triggering point that made me continue with Ekadasi fasting on a regular basis. Gives you control over craving of food, and Ekadasi fasting gives you the confidence that you can do away without 3 meals a day. Lightness of the body are very helpful for yoga practitioners like us in doing yoga asanas, example halasanas, and even when you are doing prana kriya. Increased in vairakyam, perseverance, and abstract inner feeling that helps one in the upkeep of doing the sadhanas on a regular basis. I have covered the little I know about Ekadasi fasting, and disciples who are already doing, please continue to do so. And those who are interested to take up Ekadasi fasting, please connect with Swamiji, who has excellent write-up on Ekadasi fasting, both in Tamil and English. Now I'll cover a little bit of yogic diet. Needless to say, it's quite natural for any regular yoga practitioner to exercise control and be careful of what we eat. Yogic diet must be food that is not high in acidity, meaning salty, sour or bitter, that imbalances the body system and even affects our heart rate. Eating meat or flesh foods overheats the body and cause digestive problems. Yogic diet is also to avoid eating overheated food or reheated food or leftover food, as it causes fermentation to our stomach, resulting in indigestion, wind and acidity. A yogi must avoid food that makes us sluggish, example alcohol based food, because it intoxifies your mind, destabilizes you and internally damages important body parts like liver and brain. These are important body parts that do not reproduce themselves. As you know, in yoga we are doing our best to upkeep our body health at all times in the best interest of spiritual progress. Yogic diet must be food focused on consuming anything for quick digestion and not to overstrain the body system, and importantly not to waste our prana on digestion. Under yogic diet, the stomach is not overloaded, and the strict formula of a yogic diet is half filled with food, quarter with water and quarter with air. As Swamiji has always said, as a yogi, we must be aware, meaning spend a few seconds of observing the food, realize what we are going to consume, absorb the taste into your mind, and then consume the food in the name of the inner consciousness. This way, the food we consume is taken wholly into the body state. Egos like I want to eat, I must eat, I am eating should be avoided, as food consumed in this manner or hurriedly manner only satisfies the mind and therefore leads to health related issues. Some eat food as a means of escape from stress or frustration. Under yogic diet, food is regarded as medicine to purify and refuel our body and mind to maintain this body for progress, spiritual progress, and doing sadhanas. உடம்புக்குள்ளே உத்தமன் கோயில் கொண்டான் என்று உடம்பை யான் இங்கிருந்து ஓம்புகின்றேனே said திருமூலர். Simply, divinity is inside, is in ourselves, and is our duty to maintain this body, said Tirumular. Yogic diet is to eat cautiously. In summary, the yogic diet is called mitahara, or meaning eating sattvic food or sattva, that is alkaline based food, which are rich, basically whole grains, rice, milk, honey, vegetables, fruits, and a lot of water. Sattva means the quality of nature and mind which is steady, pure, and harmonious. A yogic diet should be simple and focused on how the intake of food should be going to nourish our body, especially our important body structures like skin, flesh, and blood. Yogic diet should avoid heavy food that leads to tamasic or rajasa gunas, that leads to confusion, ignorance, induces sleep, and being lethargic, which are qualities we want to avoid to make progress in our spiritual path. Also, under yogic diet, we want to eat food that maintains our body and digestive system, and food waste washed away easily while doing our shatkriyas like basti. I would like to conclude my speech here, and once again I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Almighty Divine Grace and our Swamiji, Swami Omkar, for giving me this opportunity to express the little I know about fasting and yogic diet. Looking forward to meet you all in another similar happy occasion like this. Happy International Yoga Day 2020, and may Swamiji's blessings be with you as today and always. Thank you. Namaskar.